Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the latest transfer reviews for the day here at Blue Chelsea TV. In this video, we will talk about latest surrounding Ian Maatsen's contract situation, Ivan Toney, and many more. If you're enjoying the content and finding value in what you're seeing, don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. By subscribing, you'll be the first to know about all the exciting videos we're going to share. Reports have claimed that Chelsea defender Ian Maatsen has recently rejected a number of contract offers to commit his future to the club. According to the Evening Standard, the Dutchman has turned down two new offers to extend his time at Stamford Bridge, leaving his future up in the air. It was announced earlier today that Maatsen was at least not going to be leaving for free at the end of the season. This is because the Dutchman today had the option in his contract to extend it by another year triggered, meaning he will be at the club until at least the summer of 2025. However, there is no guarantee this will result in him remaining at the club for too much longer, especially with the transfer window weeks away. It was claimed that the club were still making efforts to sell him late in the summer transfer window as a result of him not yet committing his future to the club. Burnley came close to signing him on deadline day, with them having a £32 million bid accepted before the player refused to move away. Now, it has been claimed that he has rejected more than one offer to extend his contract, with his playing time having an impact on his decision. He is yet to start in the Premier League this season, despite impressing Mauricio Pochettino greatly during pre-season. You can't help but think this could be down to his inability to commit to West London, with his versatility suggesting he definitely could have earned a start by now. It remains to be seen now what happens with the next contract offer sent his way, after his extension was triggered. If he is to move on, there are plenty of big clubs including Barcelona and Manchester City interested in a deal. On our second story of the day, we will talk about reports connecting Youssoufa Moukoko of Borussia Dortmund with Chelsea Football Club. Youssoufa Moukoko's camp would like to see Chelsea make a bid to sign him in the January transfer window. That is according to a report from 90 Minutes. Borussia Dortmund striker Youssoufa Moukoko, who's still only 18, is rumored to be on the hunt for more regular minutes. He broke the record for the youngest player to ever play in the Bundesliga when he made his debut a day after his 16th birthday. He's scored 13 goals in 78 first-team games since then for German heavyweights Dortmund, but he's not started a single Bundesliga match this season. 90 Minutes has reported on Thursday that Moukoko will actively push for a loan move away from Dortmund when the January transfer window comes around. It is explained that the teenage attacker is aware he needs to play regularly to force his way into Germany's squad ahead of Euro 2024 next summer. He's earned 2 senior international caps for Germany before, but he's dropped down to the under-21s in recent camps. The report says that Moukoko's agents are exploring potential loan moves for the new year, which would enhance his chances of a Germany recall in time for the major tournament. Apparently, Premier League duo Brentford and Wolverhampton Wanderers admire the Dortmund youngster. Lazio, Fiorentina, Lens and Lyon are alternative options in Europe, too. In addition, Moukoko's camp would like one of the Premier League's Big Six clubs to make an offer in January, with Chelsea bookmarked as a potential suitor due to their long-standing problems in the number 9 position. Journalist Simon Phillips reported via his Substack last month that Chelsea held recent contact with Moukoko. The Blues currently have Nicholas Jackson and Armando Broja as their 2 main strikers fighting it out for a starting position. So is there room for another frontman during the second half of the season? Described as very talented by Janusz Michalik on ESPN, Moukoko looks mature beyond his years when he's playing for Dortmund and is a tidy finisher. However, we don't see much to gain from bringing the 18-year-old to Stamford Bridge in January. On to our next report of the day. We will talk about the mystery surrounding Jamal Musiala with Chelsea. Journalist Simon Phillips cannot see Bayern Munich star Jamal Musiala returning to Chelsea. Phillips recently shared on his Substack See Phillips Talks Chelsea that he has spoken to people close to the player and now doubts a reunion between the club and Jamal Musiala is going to happen. However, the journalist did not rule out the possibility of Chelsea at least making a move for the attacking midfielder. The Blues lost him to Bayern in 2019, but the German has been linked with a return to West London. Musiala was in top form last season, finishing the 2022-23 Bundesliga campaign with 22 goal contributions. It looks like Chelsea may at least consider the idea of going in for Musiala, based on what has been said on C. Phillips Talks Chelsea, which is more than understandable. The Germany international is obviously an excellent talent who will surely get even better. He is still just 20 years of age after all. That was world-class, Owen Hargreaves said on TNT Sports when discussing an assist Musiala provided last month. Ultimately, despite being so young, Musiala would probably improve most attacks in the world right now. Unfortunately for Chelsea, though, it does not look like a reunion is going to happen. It is a shame, and in an ideal world, the Blues would have just kept him at the club. But what's done is done. To be fair, Mauricio Pochettino is not exactly lacking attackers right now. The Blues brought Cole Palmer in on deadline day, adding him to a squad that already had Raheem Sterling, Mykhailo Mudryk and Noni Madueke in it. With all four of those players having not been at Stamford Bridge for too long, perhaps the Argentine should just concentrate on trying to get the best out of them first. Still, we doubt Pochettino or any other manager would turn down the chance to sign Musiala right now. On other news, Chelsea are prepared to go all out to sign Napoli striker Victor Osimhen, with a January deal possible. That is according to a report from Team Talk. It claims that Chelsea's owners, Todd Boehly and Clearlake Capital, are ready to move heaven and earth to bring Victor Osimhen to Stamford Bridge. It will not be an easy deal to complete, though, with Team Talk also stating that Napoli want £140 million for their talisman. However, the same outlet says a deal in the January transfer window is not impossible. Boehly and co. have not been afraid to spend big at Chelsea, so it would not be a surprise to see them go all out for Osimhen in the new year. It was only during the summer when the Blues spent £115 million to sign Moises Caicedo from Brighton and Hove Albion, as reported by Sky Sports. Last season, Osimhen scored 31 goals in all competitions for Napoli and helped Azzurri to win their first Serie A title in 33 years. If Chelsea signed the Nigeria international and he does something similar at Stamford Bridge, then he could be well worth the money. Should the Blues decide that they want a cheaper option, though, then they could move for Brentford's Ivan Toney instead. The 27-year-old is being heavily linked with a move to Mauricio Pochettino's side. According to the Evening Standard, Toney could cost something closer to £80 million. Whether it is Osimhen or Toney, we think Chelsea definitely do need to sign a new centre-forward at some point in 2024. Currently sitting in 11th, if they want to qualify for the Champions League, then their squad probably needs more goals. And going forward, if Pochettino's team are to challenge for the title, then the above is absolutely a must. Let us finish things by looking at Ivan Toney's situation with Brentford. Chelsea making a move for Napoli striker Victor Osimhen in January could depend on what happens with Ivan Toney. That is according to a report from ESPN. It claims that Chelsea are interested in Victor Osimhen, but a potential swoop for him in the winter transfer window depends on how talks go with Brentford over Ivan Toney, who they are also thought to be keen on. The former is likely to be the more expensive signing, with ESPN claiming that Napoli value their talisman at around £120 million. He has been in excellent form for the Italian club this season, scoring 6 goals in his first 8 league appearances. It looks like that could be the case, which may partly be down to Osimhen's price tag. At the end of the day, though, if Chelsea sign either one of Osimhen or Toney, we think the Stamford Bridge faithful will be delighted. Both players are top strikers. Toney has not been able to make an impact this season because of his ban, but he was terrific last term for Brentford. In 33 Premier League appearances, the England international managed to score 20 goals. All in all, Toney and Osimhen both look capable of adding more firepower to Mauricio Pochettino's squad. With that in mind, then, Chelsea supporters would probably take either centre-forward at this moment in time. The goals that Osimhen or Toney would bring to Stamford Bridge could help take the Blues back to the top again. That's all for now. If you loved the video, consider hitting that like button. Take this video to over 100 likes. Leave down an opinion concerning your thoughts. Stay tuned for more upcoming videos by turning on the bell icon as we deliver this videos on a daily basis. Thanks for watching and your massive support. See you later with another video. Bye bye.